Allah Jalla Jalaluhu says, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءِ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. For Allah, there is 99 names, and you use these 99 names to call on Allah. You use these 99 names to make dua to Allah. In a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said regarding these 99 names, مَنْ حَفِظَهَا مَنْ أَحْصَاهَا. Whoever memorizes, whoever preserves these 99 names, دَخَلَ الْجَنَّةِ. It will be a means of him entering into Jannah. But the primary purpose of learning these 99 names is to recognize Allah. Because these 99 are not merely just names, but they are characteristics, they are sifat, they are attributes describing Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. And the purpose is to recognize Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. In a particular verse of the Quran, a very commonly quoted verse, Allah mentions after A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah has not created men and jinn except for the purpose of worshipping Him. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, who is the chief mufassir amongst the Sahaba, he has commented on this, أَوْ لِيَعْرِفُونَ, that to recognize Allah. Basically, a person is unable to worship Allah to his full potential, and he will not exert himself until he recognizes Allah. When he recognizes Allah's greatness, when he recognizes Allah's majesty, when he recognizes Allah's power, when he recognizes that Allah is in control, it will result in him worshipping Allah to his full potential, because he has recognized Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Malik bin Dinar rahimahumullah had said, there are many people of the Ahlul Dunya, there are many people who are obsessed with the dunya, who leave this world without tasting the best thing that the world has to offer. And what's the best thing that the world has to offer? He says the recognition of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. A dua taught to us by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma la taj'ali dunya akbar hammina, wa la mablagha ilmina. Oh Allah, don't let the knowledge of the dunya be the height or the cap of our knowledge. Oh Allah, don't let the concerns of the dunya be our only concerns. It's natural to be concerned about your financial state. It's natural to be concerned about your career. Let's disconnect and let's reconnect with our most merciful Lord Jalla Jalaluhu. Darda radiallahu anha, a sahabiya of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, she had said that the greatest form of knowledge is the recognition of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. There is a quote attributed to Allah. The authenticity can be disputed, but the central message of this particular quote is a powerful quote. The quote says that Allah Jalla Jalaluhu was a hidden treasure. That Allah says Himself that I was a hidden treasure. And I love to be recognized, and I love to be noticed, and I love to be recognized and acknowledged. And for that reason I had created insan. So the purpose of insan is to recognize Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Basically the purpose of this exercise, this study that we'll be going through every day, is to say, boss, you are not in control. You are not in charge. But the one who is in charge is Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. And in every circumstance, turn to Allah, seek His assistance, and aspire for His pleasure. Because وَرِضْوَانٌ مِّنَ اللَّهِ أَكْبَرُ, the greatest achievement which can possibly be achieved is the achievement of the recognition of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. So as we begin this journey of the Asma'ul Husna, the 99 attributes and the 99 names of Allah, we'll commence with Al-Ismul A'zam, the greatest of the names of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Which is the greatest of the names of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu? According to the vast majority of the ulama, the greatest name of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu is the name Allah. The name Allah is the greatest name of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Why is it the greatest name of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu? Because the name Allah encompasses all of the other names of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. The name of Allah is not used for anybody besides Allah. And this is a grammatical marvel, that the name of Allah is the mawsoof, meaning the name of Allah is something which is described. The name of Allah is not a sifat. So you can't say Allah is the name of Rahman. That won't make sense grammatically, because Allah is the mawsoof, Allah is the one who is being described in every situation. Rather you can say Rahman is the name of Allah, but you can't say Allah is the name of Rahman, because Allah is the mawsoof. Allah is the one being described. So as we go along with this journey of the 99 names of Allah, all of the sifat that we will come across will all be describing this most encompassing name of Allah, which is the most beautiful and Al-Ismul A'zam, the greatest of the names of Allah, which is Allah. So the name of Allah comes with a great deal of potency, a great deal of impact in our lives. Bishr Hafi rahimahumullah was asked by the people, why is your name so recognized and so respected? It is almost known as well as the names of the Anbiya in our region. How come people accept you so greatly, and how come people respect your name so greatly? So Bishr Hafi rahimahumullah responded to the people that this is not my achievement. It is not because of my excellence, but I'll narrate to you a story. I was an open sinner. I was a transgressor. Bishr al-Hafi rahimahumullah is saying this, that he used to be a person who used to spend his nights in the drunken state. Now one night when he was in the drunken state, he was walking in the streets and he found a piece of paper, and on it was written Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So when Bishr Hafi seen this, his iman triggered despite his intoxicated state. He picked up this name of Allah. He only had 2 gold coins in his pocket, and he used those 2 gold coins to purchase the best of perfumes. He perfumed this piece of paper and he placed it in a lofty place of respect. That night when Bishr al-Hafi rahimahumullah went to sleep, a voice told him in his dream, "O Bishr Hafi, you have cleansed our name. You have honored our name. You have fragranced our name." He was a man who was downtrodden, who had a terrible reputation, who was an alcoholic, who was a person who was disrespected. That voice told him, "You had honored our name. You had fragranced our name. You had respected our name. In turn, we will take your name and we will honor your name despite his poor reputation. We will fragrance your name. We will bring respect to your name in the dunya and the akhirah." And that's the potency of the name of Allah Jalla Jalaluh, that Bishr al-Hafi rahimahumullah showed respect to the name of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. A hadith that will illustrate, it will take the message home, it will give us an understanding of the potency of the name of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had said, "La taqumu as-sa'ah hatta la yuqalu fil ardi Allah, Allah, Allah." Qiyamah will not come. Qiyamah will not come until there is even one person on this world saying the name Allah, Allah, Allah. Which basically means the earth continues to rotate, the solar system continues to exist, this world continues to operate, the waterfalls continue to flow, the oceans continue to move, we continue to exist, all as a result of the power of the name Allah, Allah, Allah. The day Allah, Allah, Allah is not mentioned, that day there will be such a void in this earth that this earth will cease to exist. So this entire universe, this entire earth is operating on the strength of this one word, Jalla Jalaluh, Allah Jalla Jalaluh. And that's why this is Al-Ismul A'zam, the greatest name of Allah Jalla Jalaluh. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made dua to Allah. Oh Allah, bless me with the pleasure of seeing you, and oh Allah, bless me with the yearning to meet you. Now let's highlight one important point regarding the greatness of Allah Jalla Jalaluh, and we'll complete on this note. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam expressed his yearning to see Allah. I want to paint this picture before you at the very beginning of this journey. The might, the greatness, the power of Allah should be driven home in the very beginning of this journey, to establish a yearning for the rest of the 99 qualities and characteristics of our most powerful Jalla Jalaluh. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, إِذَا دَخَلَ أَهْلُ الْجَنَّةِ الْجَنَّةِ, when the people of Jannah enter Jannah, يَقُولُ اللَّهُ تَبَارَكَ وَتَعَالَى, Allah will say to the people of Jannah. Now that's enough to make our hair stand, it's enough to amaze us that Allah will speak to the people of Jannah. يقول الله تبارك وتعالى, Allah will say to the people of Jannah, أتريدون شيئا أزيدكم, is there anything for you that I can increase, anything for you that I can enhance, anything that I can improve for you? And the people of Jannah will be shocked. ألم تبيض وجوبنا, Allah, haven't you already illuminated our faces? Haven't you already made us good looking? ألم تدخلنا الجنة وتنجينا من النار, haven't you already entered us into Jannah and saved us from Jahannam? So what more is there, O Allah? فَيَكْشِفُ الْحِجَابِ, Allah Jalla Jalalu will remove the veil between the Jannatis and the Lord Jalla Jalalu. فَمَا أُعْتُوا شَيْئًا أَحَبُّ إِلَيْهِمْ مِنَ النَّذَرِ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ. What can be a more amazing feeling? And I'm quoting the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What can be a more amazing feeling than a servant getting to see his Lord Jalla Jalalu? So my respected lovers of Allah, we have embarked on a journey of the recognition of Allah, to recognize Allah Jalla Jalalu's greatness. As Malik bin Dinar rahimahumullah had said, and I'll re-quote this once again, that people live their entire lives. The Ahlul Dunya, those who are obsessed with the dunya, live their entire life, but don't get to experience the best thing that the world has to offer. And what is that? The recognition of Allah Jalla Jalaluhu.